Hi everyone, my name is Jordan Wright. I am a English language development teacher, an English teacher, and I have a section of US history. For my background, I've been teaching for about 6 years now. I taught for 4 years in middle school. I did US history, and now I've been at Rangeview for 2 years. For my bachelor's degree, I went to Colorado State University, which is where I got a degree in history and education. After that, I went to CU Denver and I got my master's degree in culturally and linguistically diverse education. In my spare time, I like to do a lot of running. Right now, I'm training for a half marathon in October. I also like to travel a lot, so the top right picture is in Vancouver a couple summers ago. And then I also have two animals, my dog Sophie and my cat Riza. So my first and second period classes will be English language development for level 3 students. And this class is going to focus on continuing an education in English language development and students' ability to read, speak, write, and listen in English, as well as using their home language skills and continuing to advance them as well. So for level 3 classes, they're right here in the yellow section if you look on the chart in the middle. So that'll be about a developing level. And this chart shows what generally students can do at a level 3 in English. So our goal is to move those students into level 4 and 5 into the expanding or bridging categories, hopefully getting them to around a fluency level for English language proficiency. So a couple ways that we do that in class is group work with peers so we can get that socialization of language, presentations or writing essays. We can get that formality and formal language use. And we read lots of complicated texts in class to encourage their reading comprehension. For my third and fifth period classes, I teach English. And this is where students will learn to determine an author's point of view and the effective author's choice. Along with that, we will analyze text for several components, most of which in the standards are looking for style, content, persuasiveness, and the beauty of the text. We will also do a lot of comparing and contrasting of the themes for two or more texts, analyze figurative language and how that can change the meaning of words or phrases. And ultimately, our first unit is going to focus on creating a narrative piece using techniques learned in class. And on the right side here, you can see in Unit 1 what we will be reading according to the curriculum that we'll use, which is called Study Sync. And the curriculum will be both in an online format using the students' Chromebooks, and they also have workbooks that they can use. And my final section is US history. And for this course, students will become critical thinkers of the world around them while they evaluate primary and secondary source material. We'll do some comparing and contrasting of past events to current world events that the students are currently living through. And ultimately, we want to prepare them to be informed and civic-minded individuals. And some of the unit topics that we'll go over is basically Reconstruction through the Progressive Era into the 1920s and the Great Depression. We'll talk a bit about World War II, the Civil Rights Movement, and finally touch on US on the global stage. A few frequently asked questions that I get from families are first, will students have homework? Yes, you should expect your student to have homework for both my English and US history classes a few times a week. So this could range from an independent reading task for English or working on a big paper or a bigger project. ELD will most likely not have homework because most of the work that needs to be done to develop language proficiency should be done in the classroom. We can progress monitor it a lot easier that way. And for all classes, students will have homework if they do not finish coursework during class. How we can contact Miss Wright. Email is usually the best way to contact me, and I monitor my email Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and will occasionally check on weekends, especially Sunday nights. And my email address is listed here. And finally, the last question that I get a lot is, how do I know how my student is doing in class? And you can use Infinite Campus to check the grades online, or emailing me is a great way to check on your student's progress. I'm always available for, well, not always available, but I'm available for conferences by appointment.